Today is July 4th. It's a little bit before 10 a.m. and the Peachtree Road Race has just ended. This year, my sister was the only one to participate in the race after what has been, maybe for a couple years now, sort of a loose family tradition to do this together on July 4th. But this year, July 4th is falling on a Tuesday? No, today's Wednesday. And that's kind of an awkward day to have a holiday. I'm not even sure if everyone is out of work, namely my parents. My parents had invited me, and I suppose my sister too, to go and eat lunch today back in Lilburn, but it's not the easiest trip to make for anyone really. And my parents are the most mobile. I kind of feel like they should come down to Atlanta, since this is where my sister and I are, and this is sort of where we've had our loose holiday July 4th plans for the past couple of years, like I said at the beginning. And so right now I'm walking from my apartment down to Piedmont Park to go and see Lauren and congratulate her. She ran under 50 minutes for the 10K, which is really good. That was her goal, to do under 50 minutes, and she accomplished it. So I'm sure she's really happy. So today I kind of want to make it all about her for the time that we're together. You know, I'm going to take her out to coffee, anything she wants to do, anywhere she wants to go. I'll pay for it and I'll take her there. I was thinking on the way when I first left my apartment how it makes me feel good to kind of devote that time to someone else and craft it around them. Hey, it's a good feeling. I think people who are overly selfish, and I fall into this category sometimes, definitely, you just kind of get bored with yourself a little bit, and you know, you can easily satisfy your own needs pretty quickly, for the most part. There's a point where, you know, your own needs, I think, get in the way of your own happiness, so you have to like kind of give back and everything. And so today with Lauren, I'm hoping to do that a little bit. Give back, take her out. Last night I picked up a few things from Trader Joe's. I told her anything she wanted I could pick up for her. Just trying to be accommodating because she's doing this big task and she should be rewarded for it and taken care of after it.
Yeah, you look full.
You worked out today? How was it?
You really do.
Oh my God.
Working out.
How much that for rent? Oh my gosh, I went with Mom, but people almost killed me.
Did you like it?
No, it was too hard. Way too hard.
You didn't shave. You look good.
Yeah, you really do.
A little scruff.
Hey, glad you made this.
Sorry.
You're all sticky.
I am. Here, I need to check out everything.
What?
Birth control melted.
Medicine here. It's probably melted.
Medicine?
How's your day been?
Good.
What'd you do?
Worked out.
What time?
At 8 o'clock we did.
Crack of dawn?
No, we slept until 7. Worked out today. Is this what you wore to run in?
Yeah, that's what I wore.
Your shoulders look pretty.
Thank you. Pretty
So-
in color?
Color and just strong, and
You know what Tom Waits says?
she needs to wipe her back before you get on the car. What?
Tom Waits says, I'm so desperate the crack of dawn, better be careful around me.
He also says, I hope I don't fall in love with you.
Does he?
He also said good morning
You
at
need
one
to-
point.
Where's your towel? You gotta wipe your back.
No, I'm just going to get my shirt.
Okay, shirt's good.
You want to see my shirt?
Yeah. Wow.
Try it on, Daddy.
No, put it on my girl.
No, I don't want to turn on right now.
I don't want you sitting in your car.
It's too hot. You want me sitting in my car?
You haven't finished your kombucha? I'm proud.
I said, I want you to put this on before you get in the car.
Oh, because
I told you.
But I thought it was not. Did you think it was going to be because of the heat?
Because he doesn't want you to get sweat on the seats.
Yeah, I don't want you to get sweat all
He doesn't care about your hotness. or
No, I
whatever.
don't care about your hotness.
I used to get in that car every day after working out.
Don't tell me that.
Every day, right? No.
Okay, we got to go.
Okay.
You used to every day
What's
what?
that? Oh.
Apple.
I used to
No, I
get in
didn't.
the car all the time. Bye.
Nice seeing you again, sis.
Always a pleasure, bro.
Always a pleasure.
Always pleasure. How was it sleeping last night? The best I've ever slept. There.
Important qualifier.
But where'd you sleep? I slept in his bed. He put a fan right next to me and he turned on the air conditioning. When did you turn it on? Like 12? Yeah.
The first and only time it will be turned on for an extensive amount.
Yeah, for me.
I love not having that thing on.
But I was like passing out. I was going in and out while they were still awake.
You're pretty loopy.
Yeah. And then
No.
yeah. And then like at 12, he tapped me on the shoulder and he was like, "Do you want me to turn on the air conditioning?"
You're like,
Yeah. I can't breathe.
you said that you had just gotten a wave of heat and you were upset.
Oh, really? Good night.
Glad you. Good night.
I mean, bye. I'm out of here. Where are you going? Yeah.
About 78.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I just turned left onto Ponce right here. Oh, wait, no, I'm going
That's
back
Ponce.
to Kennesaw.
He's going to Kennesaw.
Yeah, I forgot.
You go Ponce to 285.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to
No, that's way. No. You need to put on your thing.
I'm using my GPS.
Yeah, you're right by 75.
So, problem solved. Okay, I will. Bye, bro.
I'll let you know if anything interesting is said.
Okay.
And now I won't have to just tell you about it. You can hear it yourself.
Then turn right.
So what have you been doing today, Mom?
Well, we worked out this morning and then came back. I think I told you.
How long was the workout?
It was, let's see, about an hour and a half. Wasn't it about 9:30 when we left? It took us 47 minutes to do the
This is crazy.
thing.
This is crazy barking here, you know.
Both sides.
Turn right.
Pretty
Then
nice.
turn left.
Any talk about paleo or anything like that?
No, there were probably, what, including Dad, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys.
Then turn left.
Really? Huh.
It was one of her more intense workouts, I have to say.
Turn left.
This may be hard, Kay. What you got, Sharon?
You can go.
How's his car?
How is this car?
Uh-huh.
It's good.
Drive 1.7 miles. Then turn right.
You got any room?
Got any room?
Leg room back there?
Yeah. I've never been one to care for leg room. I don't care if it's there or if it's not.
So you dropped Lauren off, and then what did you do?
I went back home and did push-ups. And updated my iPad. I think my computer's on its last legs.
Yeah.
It keeps intermittently shutting off. I don't know why. My guess is that some of the cables might be fried in it.
Yeah. It's overheating and stuff.
Yeah. Because I can work on it for about an hour, then it will start to turn off mercilessly. There's no pattern to it. After a certain point, it'll just maybe not even get to the start screen, and then it'll just cut off again.
We got you that for graduation.
Yeah, so it's 2008.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's a hunker. But before that, I was using just the desktop, so out of the kitchen and into the fire.
Tree looks really cool.
Uh-huh. Never noticed it before.
Laura and I went for a very long walk. At least as long as she ran this morning. Probably farther.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't run just to run.
I wasn't really interested. It was crazy though, man. 60,000 people is something to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you park somewhere and see them, or
No,
what?
I just walked. I went back, parked our car, did my push-ups, and then I just walked to the park, Piedmont. It's at the end of the street, basically, from me. I mean,
Stop it.
There's no reason.
Shut up. Shut up. Really?
There's no reason to take the car. Yeah.
I agree.
So Lauren and I met up at
How'd y'all met up?
she told me what building she was under, what letters, and then we walked from there on the Beltline towards Cabbagetown, and tried to go over to Octane, but it was closed.
Octane.
We know where Octane is. We've
Yeah.
driven past it.
Yeah, it's over off Woodward.
It's right near where that one house is that we looked at.
What are you doing?
Trying to keep that car from running into me.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're not. Well, Kenneth, that's where you work.
Yep. New Starbucks right there.
Used to be my
Dunkin'
Donuts.
Donuts.
I used to
Yep.
stop there every day going into work.
Romantic.
Every day.
This is the Beltline right here, where this bridge is.
Oh,
They
it is?
just finished this bridge, although it's not really done. But Lauren and I walked across it today, earlier this morning. It's true.
True story?
True
Did
story.
you fall through?
Nope, it's solid. It's mostly finished. This hill that we're going up right now, that goes all the way, it's basically uphill from this point all the way past Highland. I remember I've since been able to really dominate this hill and not have it affect my biking at all, but it's been a long process biking up this hill and doing it strong, finishing strong, and doing it strong from the beginning, middle, and end.
It's a constant grade.
Yeah. In this intersection with Freedom, right here, this light usually gives me some trouble. It sucks to break the momentum. But yes, sir. This Publix up here on the right's where I get my rent money from.
Your rent
SunTrust.
money?
Yeah, they have a SunTrust ATM. So I do all my bonking there.
Where's the sun? Where's the?
Up here on the right. Past the library on the left.
It's a Publix on the left.
There's a Publix on the right. Right across from the
Oh yeah,
Majestic.
yeah.
Don't forget about Trader Joe's.
Too late.
What?
Back there.
I know, but we can go out that way.
There's also one over on Peachtree, which isn't any closer.
Right. That's where Mike Meyer goes.
It's probably pretty convenient.
Here's your Publix.
Whose cell phone is that?
Mine.
Lauren has the same noise.
That's where the Zach team used to be.
You guys know Lauren wants an iPhone for her birthday?
Yeah.
Is that going to happen?
We can't tell you because then you'll spoil it.
Well, I was just wondering because I know that she really wants it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that Josh in that car?
Josh's beard isn't that magnificent.
Does he still have his beard?
No.
I thought he should, yeah.
He does. He doesn't shave often, but maybe once every couple weeks.
2 miles, turn right.
He may shave more now that he has it.
He shaves actually about the same. It seems anyway. I don't know about that actually.
Have you talked to him
I think
lately?
your mother would know more.
She would. I saw him on Sunday, so 3 days ago. More or less.
More or less?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of 4 days ago.
Turn right.
Do you not know Atlanta very well, road-wise? Or do you just use the Garmin out of habit?
We don't know where we're going from where we started. We just know that it's fairly close, and we know when we're there how far it is to your old dorm because we have that in there. So it's actually very, very helpful.
Do you like that noise that it makes?
Oh yeah, I love it. We were, Mom and I were riding around. We knew we were in the middle of nowhere, like probably down by the airport, and then we came out of Grant Park. We're like, oh, okay.
What road were you on?
Home Street or something crazy.
Home Street. I know Home Street.
Do you?
Yeah.
So by Edie.
Yeah, that's isn't that over by Bolton Road? Do you know Bolton Road?
I don't know about
I think
that.
I saw Bolton.
Bolton Road is one of the main roads that got me to Kennesaw.
I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's
Bolton Road's like 8 miles long. It
It's
could
not.
It could be.
No, it can't. It's 20 miles up to Kennesaw from here.
No, I'm saying Bolton Road itself though. Bolton Road connects to Atlanta Road. South Atlanta Road.
Okay.
Dude, I got there. This is obviously true.
Dude, have you used Mame's map, Atlanta map?
I actually haven't even opened it. I should take a look though. I'm curious. I wonder if it's more or less of the same detail.
Less than the same detail. Less than what you have.
Did they have some good music playing at the park?
No, actually. It was, as far as I could tell, it was just a bunch of popular music that was being played by cover artists. As we walked away, they started playing Walk This Way. But, I don't know.
So did you turn around?
I assume that they were saying Walk This Way, like, continue to leave. That they were
Steven
encouraging.
Tyler?
Yeah. He showed up.
They had a really good band last year that was doing all that 70s music.
At the finish line?
Yeah.
I remember that.
They did Poco and Journey and all. It was
2.1 miles, then turn left.
See, this isn't anywhere near where I thought it was going to be either.
This is
The
back
mom and I came in from 285.
Really?
We came in by the DeKalb County Jail.
Yeah.
Memorial Drive, actually.
Right.
And wouldn't have thought it was where we are right now.
This is little 5 points.
Hey, one of your pictures on Facebook, the side of a building that has these two, I don't remember what it was, two things coming at each other and it's under construction. We went by there.
The people? It's like a man on a horse going into a man on a horse? Yeah. That's over off Boulevard.
Okay, well that's where this house is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Thanks.
That's at the
well, in that general area.
That building, that's the intersection of Edgewood and Boulevard.
That's about where we were.
There's going to be a streetcar going through there one day.
Where?
For Edgewood and Boulevard.
All right here. What is this? What are these 5 roads coming into each other?
Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah. Sarcastic.
So my interview for the Peace Corps went well.
Tell us about it.
It felt really, really strong. I had answers to every question that she asked, and I felt like,
what kind of question?
well, it started with, why do you want to be in the Peace Corps? And I said that it seemed like a really good opportunity to be able to give back, and it was this is the time in my life where I can not have to worry about all the responsibilities and commitments that come later in life, like having a family or a career or children and things like that. And so, given the freedom of motion that I have in my life right now, it seems like a really good idea to gain a better perspective about the world and how lucky I am as an American white male living in it to experience something that's less easy, less comfortable. You know, it's a very much so diminished standard of living and different culture, things like that. But it was
How did she react to your answers?
She seemed, I felt like she identified with my energy and like enthusiasm for it. I felt like my answers kind of excited her, like in the way that like she felt similarly about those kind of questions.
What'd you wear?
I wore a pair of khakis with a long-sleeved flannel plaid shirt.
Flannel?
It was really hot. Yeah. But those are the only nice clothes I had, so nothing to do but wear them. And I'd like to get hot anyway, so no reason to try to get away.
Yeah, but weren't you dripping in sweat?
I got there 15 minutes before the interview, so I was able to cool down.
Okay.
So
Hosea Williams Street back there.
that's a nice street.
That's where Shimley lives. She lives on Hosea Williams.
Really? Hosea takes you to Decatur if you take it all the way down.
And destination on right.
Hosea takes you to Decatur.
Oh.
2/10 of a mile, honey, where we are, right by the chicken house. 1/10 of a mile.
I don't think you want to be in this line.
Turn left.
Are you supposed to turn left?
Yeah, this is in East Atlanta. Do you know East Atlanta?
Yeah, Old Sopo is up.
This is where we came out, Sharon, a minute ago. Remember? And we turned and went down to Edie Street. Actually, we went to that other house, remember? We turned right. It said take a sharp left.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about this area, Ken?
Are you going to take a right?
No, we're not.
Can you take a right anyway?
No.
There's a Living Walls piece that was done by some guys from Ukraine, and
That's what we saw.
you should take a right. It's not what you saw.
We have been.
How far, Kenna?
It's not even like an eighth of a mile down the road.
Okay.
I can already see it.
We've been on the street.
I know, but he wants to show us something, and we'll turn around and go back.
You guys, you don't want to see it or something?
Yeah, I want to see it, but I think we already saw it.
I don't think so.
Tell what to do.
It's up here on the left.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
That's the piece that I was talking about.
You saw that?
Yeah, Sharon, tell him what I did. I pulled off right there and I tried to call you.
Yeah.
Miles, turn right. Then
That's not
turn
really what you
right.
described to me a second ago.
I couldn't remember what the hell it was, but that's it.
Calculating drive point 1 miles.
I saw them in the process of doing that.
You did?
Yeah.
But so what do you think about this area?
Well, this area is good. I mean, Brittany
Well-
lives somewhere around here.
Really?
Yeah. This is a good area.
Look here, Sharon, we didn't see these houses.
East Atlanta is pretty affordable.
Turn left. Then turn left.
What the heck is this? I like this.
Yeah, that's cute.
You can write it down. What's the road? Metropolitan? Yeah.
1 miles.
You have
Turn
the
left.
number?
Then arrive at destination on
I
left.
don't see a number.
The house number?
Yeah. We'll come around and see in a second.
Do you not want to call like the number on the?
No, because then they worried the crap out of you.
They worry the crap out.
Well, this is the road, Sharon, that I told you I wanted to ride back on right behind, because this is a.
Turn left.
Oh, we'll show you. We weren't sure where we were and all, and look.
Oh, down there is the other house. Right down there.
It's a dead end.
That's not.
Is this Woodward?
No, baby.
No.
This is McPherson. We can go to Woodward next. This is the one you weren't sure. Did we look in there? Coming soon.
That one looks like it would be cheap.
1251. Which one was it, baby? 200 feet.
Arriving at destination on left.
What do you think, Kay?
This one, I like it. It'd be nice if it had like a bigger porch, but that screen porch is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of potential. How much is this one?
Give
90?
you the paper.
Let's look at it. Yeah.
It's got a fenced-in backyard.
Lucky will love it.
Well, we had no idea if this was a good area or not.
Yeah, East Atlanta is a good area.
And it's starting to look like it might be decent.
East Atlanta encompasses a pretty wide stretch of. Today is July 9th, Monday, and it's about 12:15 p.m. And I am walking to Indian Park right now to go and formulate the lesson plan that I will be using later today when I go and visit the Toe family in Clarkston at 5 o'clock. And I'll stay with them from 5 to 7. And I've been using a new type of teaching methodology where basically just tried to teach them as if they were children, and just the ways that you go about sort of establishing the basic rules of a language through repetition, pictures, and I guess spoken practice. And so right now I'm walking, which is different. I don't usually walk to things like this. I've been biking. It's amazing. I went to Japan and I thought I'd be biking all the time, and I ended up walking everywhere and all the time. And then when I came back to America, I thought I might preserve that a little bit, but I basically switched right to biking, and then I biked everywhere. And recently, these past 3 days now, I've gone on somewhat extensive walks with my sister mostly. And then today is the third day that I've walked a considerable distance, and it's by myself. So it's very reminiscent of what it was like to be in Japan. And as I get nearer and nearer to the busier street that will inevitably steal away the audio quality and a reasonable portion of my concentration, I just wanted to talk a little bit, to kind of rebirth what it was like when I was in Japan. Recently, the thing that I would say has been the most important thing in my life has been the study of space and quantum mechanics and quantum physics. And late last week, there was a press release that I read about on New York Times website and National Public Radio website about finding the particle that seemed to have characteristics of the Higgs boson, which is pretty interesting because that's basically the most important fundamental particle that physicists have been looking for the past, 50 years. And they think that they finally found it. So that's interesting. And I've been studying these things recently with some sort of air of skepticism. To me, it just doesn't really something seems off about all that stuff. But now as I start to discuss it, I'm actually starting to bore myself. So I'm gonna cross the street real quick and then just figure out what other topic comes to mind. Got Atlanta on my right. Nice little downtown portion. That is nice. All right, successfully crossed the street. It's a hot day here in Atlanta. I think it's supposed to be in the low 90s for the high, and it definitely feels like it's getting up there. I can feel my body perspiring with each step I take forward. And I'm excited to go to Inman Park. It's been a long time since, I used to walk there almost daily to study, and so it'll be nice to be able to sit there for a while and not really have to feel like I need to be anywhere. Like I said, it's 12 right now, so I don't have to really think about leaving for the Toe's house until about 4. And then that it doesn't ever take more than an hour to get there. And I feel a lot of anxieties on Monday just because I have that looming appointment sometime in the evening, and I feel like it's going to be a difficult thing. The lessons always turn out to be much better than I anticipate. I always worry that, I'm wasting their time, not really being a qualified teacher or someone who knows how to convey the aspects of language very well, which is definitely true. I don't know how to do that, but it's been a learning process teaching, and thankfully they've been nice enough to be there along with me. Today, let's see, what else? I went to the symphony recently. I went to the symphony Saturday, and today's Monday. So 2 days ago, I went to see the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra give a free concert, which was great. It was amazing. It was so loud to be there listening to classical music, and really just affected my thoughts a lot. I was kind of lost in the music, but still very aware of my mind and thinking and everything. It was sort of giving an inescapable soundtrack to my thoughts. And as I listened to everything that they were playing, I was definitely struck by the fact that it seemed like music like that it really can convey what it's like to be human, because I could feel the emotions in all the music that I heard, and just the erratic change from tone to tone, a melody that is a nice kind of happy upbeat melody suddenly giving way to something a little bit more sour, a little bit more sinister, perhaps a sadder tone to it, and just the brevity of each, but the intensity of each as well. You get lost in the moment when it feels like a happy melody, and it feels like it stretches to infinity. But as soon as the sad or contemplative melody takes over, it seems like that's the way it's always been. And I think that's very characteristic of the human mind as well. Because, when you're happy, it's hard to think about things in in terms of, their ephemeral nature, and that the emotion you're feeling is going to pass. I think when you're upset, it's the same. It just feels like you're stuck there forever, and that tomorrow won't come. And so being at the symphony, just listening to that music was very, very intriguing. And there's another free concert, August 11th, that I'm definitely going to go to. And before that, even this coming Saturday, there is a showing of the movie The Matrix, in which a live soundtrack will be played by the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. And I'm really excited for that. I bought a ticket yesterday for $40 to go and see that. And that'll be 8 o'clock Saturday night. And I work from 9 to 5 Saturday, I guess, morning and afternoon. So that's really cool. And I'm sure that the reason the ASO gives free concerts at all is because people who are interested in that kind of music are going to see things like The Matrix movie or other shows that they're putting on, and they'll be like, oh, well, I want to go to that, which was exactly my experience. While I was at the symphony, there was a Atlanta artist called Catlanta, and he creates little wooden sculptures of cats, and he'll drop them all over the city, and then he'll just sort of urge people to go and find them. And he made a drop at the symphony while I was there, and it was actually thanks to him that I was at the symphony at all. And so he sent out a message on Twitter that I had sent to my cell phone, and said that he just made a drop. And I went outside to see the area where he said he had just dropped the cat, and found it. I was shocked. My roommate Erica, she's in love with Catlanta, and despite her immense love for him, has yet to find a Catlanta sculpture herself. And so she was really excited when she also got the tweet about how he had just made a drop. And so she screamed at me through text, yelled through print, a little Molt episode shout out, and told me to definitely go and look. And so I did, and there it was. Very cool. So it was a good night. Good music, good outcome for the evening. Unexpected outcome, really. Lord. And so that's that. I'm still doing a lot of push-ups and everything, and I've tended to match all of my push-ups recently with documentaries about space or quantum physics or whatever sort of combination they're in that I'm interested in for the time. My computer recently has been acting up. It has this weird problem now where it just randomly turns off sporadically after turning it on, and it will either give me a few minutes to do some work. Sometimes it won't give me any time at all. Other times it'll give me over an hour. It's been really difficult to record Molts and have the episodes processed and finished and created and posted. It's been a really big challenge to my patience, and my computer is basically done for. Tax holiday is coming up in August 10th and 11th, and I'm going to hold out until that time to buy a computer so I can do it tax-free on those days. I think my sister might join me. I'm now at the intersection of Boulevard and is this Central? It's the road that becomes Highland. Just waiting to cross, waiting until I see that hand that says no turn into a white body that says yes. Green light. That's good enough. Whole Foods has kind of reached a plateau for me. I was, for several months when I first started working there, really intrigued and attentive during my shifts and everything, talking to all the people that came through my line. But when I went to DC, really fell off that kind of ship, that bandwagon. And the week after I came back, which I guess was this last week, I was just kind of bored at work, not really feeling inspired or really captured by the people who were coming through my line and all. And I didn't tend to ask them questions or, try to delve deeper into their life. Which I guess now that I think about it, it's been more than a week. It was 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago I came back, and 3 weeks ago I left for Washington, D.C., which is pretty intense because that means that I haven't finished all those podcasts in almost a month. But I think that's mostly just to do with my computer. And so not much can be done, and the problem will soon enough be rectified anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But that's still strange to think that much time has passed since going there. And anyway, good Lord, what was I talking about? Whole Foods, right? So, it's just this week that just ended. Every Sunday is the last day of the work week at Whole Foods, and so the last couple shifts that I had of the week, I tried to be more engaged again with people who were coming through my line, and it was successful to a large degree, but still, it's just I can see that the end is near with my employment there, and I'm happy about that. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for school to start again on the 20th of August, and again, this is the 9th of July, so summer has almost, not quite, but it's over half over. It's over half over. That's a weird sentence. It's a weird sentence. And I'm just really looking forward to that, to get to re-enter the classroom. It's weird because I've realized that if I were to stay out of school, continued past August, that would mean that I had been out of Georgia State University as a campus for a year, which is hard to believe. It's weird to think that a year could have passed when I was not in school, like inadvertently sort of taking a year off, which, inadvertent or not, I'm not sure whether or not I could have done something to stay a little bit more involved with the campus. But, I think my time away from school has actually been good. I still am a huge fan and proponent of the Mark Twain saying that, you should never let schooling interfere with your education. There's a severe disconnect between learning in a real world sense and being taught something in like a school sense scholastically. Because I'm not sure if I would have learned so much about space and physics at the quantum level had I been in school, just because I may not have had time for it. And I definitely wouldn't have had time to do a lot of the exploring and thinking and hanging out with myself that I've done since coming back from Japan. So I think that despite the fact that things may have or could have turned out differently during this span of time between being back from Japan and starting school again, I'm happy with the way that they did turn out. And have to say that in a strange way, after studying as much as I have about history and humanity and just innovation and, I guess time in general, as far as humans have experienced it, it seems like the people who do something, great, from time to time, they come from a sort of an odd background, and they may come from left field, so to speak. Like, Albert Einstein was obviously the most recent genius who has left such a lasting impression on all the minds of people both in the physics community and just laymen as well. But, he was a patent clerk and working, I guess, in a non-academic environment when he wrote his papers that revolutionized our understanding of the universe. And so I like to think that though there is no direct fruit in terms of, accolades or awards on my shelf currently, I'd like to think that I'm at least building up something that has yet just to take an absolute form. And I'm not really sure what that form may one day be, or if I'm just deluded and there will never ever be a form, I'm just young and naive, which are definitely all possibilities, very real possibilities. Hopefully I'll just hold out faith that the former is true, that I'm building something important that has yet to be fully realized by me or others. And we'll see what form that takes as time passes. The Peace Corps has been going really well. I have basically completed every single thing I could and can, and now I'm just waiting for nomination, which should come sometime in mid-August or so. Hopefully my interview was as good as it felt to me from my recruiter, and the next 2 years after graduation will be sort of dictated by that, going into the Peace Corps and serving. And I think if I am not selected and nominated to go somewhere in the Peace Corps, that I'll try to go for graduate school and try to, from there, go into NPR in one way or another. I don't know how I'll do that, but graduate school for communications, internships, I don't know. I'll try my best to do that if Peace Corps doesn't work out, because I love information. That I know. There's no question about that part of my life, and that I want pursuing information to be a huge part of my life. And so I think NPR could be a good place for me to land and stand in the future. But I don't know. I haven't really done too much investigation into that. I did apply for an internship with Radiolab, but I didn't get any sort of information back about that, and truth be told, my heart wasn't completely in it, and I had sort of made the decision after a couple of weeks of having submitted my application that I would probably decline the opportunity if I was accepted, just so I could pursue school again and everything. Getting a phone call or something. Check this out. A message from Lindsay. She's been sick recently, and I texted her to see if she was doing better. She said she is. That's good. She's working at a summer camp, and she had last week off for the 4th of July and all, and so today's her first day back, and she says she still feels a little gross, but I guess her spirits are high because of the little children pumping her up and stuff. I'm sure she'll crash when she gets back, but that's good. Probably a good place to be if you're in need of a little pick-me-up. And it's 12:34. It's 12:34 right now. And I'm most of the way now to Inman Perk. Should be there in the next 5, 8, 10 minutes or so. This is probably the most nostalgic part of the walk. This is the section I would eat a big meal when I used to live at the Sampson Lofts, and just be extremely full, just like, fit to burst. And I would just need so badly just to get out of the house and go for a walk so that I could kind of relieve some of the intense pressure that I was feeling, and in my gastrics and all. And I would just started walking to Inman Perk, and then started doing my homework there, and they closed pretty late. They closed at around 11 o'clock or so, and the house for sale. So I would stay there, do my homework till they closed, walk back, and hopefully around that time feel revitalized. I used to eat so much food though all at once. Thankfully, I've moved largely away from that. It took a long time, really. It took probably about 8 months to stop doing that. Just eating so much food at once. It was just, it was all good food, and it wasn't food that my body couldn't process or anything. It could process it, but it was definitely, it was a lot to deal with. And living in Japan, I still ate a lot of food, but it was in a different sort of proportion. And then coming back here, since I've been buying my own groceries and stuff, I just don't have the money to consume as much food as I used to. And I still eat a lot of food, but it's like, it's not to the same degree. Like I probably would eat like 2 pounds of like substantial food, like rice and beans and vegetables and like a quarter bottle of sriracha sauce, a ton of shit, just too much shit. Although it was a great time, I really enjoyed it. It was fun always to plan, not a whole day, but just to know that sometime during my day I would be devoting at least an hour in the kitchen, upstairs, to making some really delicious food, listening to NPR while I did it, or maybe Anthony Hamilton, depending on the mood, what I was in the mood for, what I wanted to hear. And during that time too, I was really involved and up to date with what was going on in the world as far as NPR can tell. I remember just it was cool to follow day by day transactions of the world and just have an overall sort of mental image of what was going on with things. Crossing over a very nostalgic bridge that has the Beltline laying below it. Oh yeah. I've done a lot of work on the Beltline since I've been away. They say it's supposed to be another 20 years, but it seems like they've got some pretty serious momentum behind them now. They've done more in the past 8 months than I feel like they've done in all the years preceding. But then again, I haven't really known about this project for the entirety of its lifespan, so not a very accurate guess. But wow, this actually looks really good. They've kind of carved out a corridor, and it's a pretty flat dirt trail right now, but it used to be sort of the outer edges of the corridor were just littered with all of the shit that they had torn up in order to make room for the corridor. So like tree roots and broken bottles and trash and just all this stuff that had originally been in the way of the corridor itself was pushed to the side. And now they've actually sodded it. And so there's like sloping grass, and it looks like they recently put in some trees and stuff. That's pretty nice. Pretty good little progress. And then there's something going on the plain a level above it. Not really sure. Maybe it looks like the beginnings of some sort of a facility. Perhaps there will be facilities that abut the Beltline for bathrooms and water and stuff, and that'd be a pretty good idea, seeing as the Beltline itself is supposed to be so long, over 20 miles. I have a pretty good endurance when it comes to, just getting through, not having much water, and having to be in the midst of heat and sweat and deprivation in terms of comfort. But most people don't have that, and so if they don't have these little substations for people to rehydrate or use the bathroom, that would probably be a problem. A lot of feces on the road and stuff. People dying, being too hot and stuff. Anyway, about to pass by the Parish restaurant my parents have become quite fond of recently. Now I'm in the area. I'm reminded now of the time that I went to see the play at Dad's Garage back in probably February or so, long time ago. That was lots of change since then. I've never drank a lot, but during that time of my life, I probably drank the most that I ever have. The last few days of being in Japan, I drank beer and wine like at least every day, as a rule. And that carried over to being back in the States for a little while too. I'd have, beer at the end of the day or wine at the end of the day after biking around looking for a job. And I remember I stopped drinking at a certain point because I wanted to not drink until I had a job. And I had just applied at Whole Foods. It was like February 14th or something. And I got the job shortly thereafter. And I could have drunk again, but I took a break from that, and I still haven't really indulged much in that since. There was a period of me seeing Grandpa pretty often, but that too gave way back to the life I'm most accustomed to and comfortable with, sobriety, which is punctuated by liberal coffee saturation, aka drinkage, some severe drinkage. And here I am at the foot now where Inman Perk is located. So I'm gonna go on in, get a cup of coffee, sit down, start making my lesson plan, and then listen to more of a discussion that I started before I left about the future of science, which among others features Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye the Science Guy. So that's my plan. It's 12:30. I've got a lot of time, and that's what I'm gonna fill it with. Talk to you later. Bye. Still looks kind of bad today,
What do you mean?
weather-wise.
Yeah. I looked at the weather for Palmetto and it's supposed to be sky in the storm.
Really?
Yeah.
Should be an interesting day.
They were telling me how last week they didn't get any rain.
Really?
Drive 400
Even though the
feet,
weather
then
said
turn
that.
right. Recalculating.
Oh, I know I'm
Drive
good.
Rebel.
400 feet, then turn right. Turn right, then keep right.
Turn right, then keep right. I guess you're going 85 down here.
Yeah.
Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden.
Drive
And I will
0.2
give you
miles,
rest.
then turn left.
Jeepus said that.
Jesus.
Jeepus. You know him?
Yeah.
Christos.
Yeah. I heard of it.
Yeah, I'm excited. This will be fun.
You've done this before?
No,
No.
but I know that it'll be fun.
Have you had farming at all?
My mom grew up on a farm, and
Oh, cool.
yeah, I never really was old enough to do anything when it was an actual farm.
0.2 miles, turn
So now
left.
it's not a farm?
No, my grandma sold all of her land and
Aw.
tore down the barn, and she and my grandpa passed away.
That's
Maybe
like double, triple bummer.
yeah, at least maybe even a quadruple
Oh, shit.
quadruple bum.
Oh, because she can't take care of the farm by herself.
Right. And it was kind of falling apart. It was over 100 years old. My grandpa was born in the same house that he more or less passed away in.
But like all the more reason to get helping hands and like
Yeah.
rejuvenate it.
Oh yeah, totally. My mom would.
It's 100 years.
Yeah,
Your mom should like buy it.
she would like to, but it's all the way in Indiana, and I don't think we have the money to have a third house, since they have a mountain house already. But I've always told my mom, and this is true still to this day, that if I ever get a ton of money, I'll buy that house so they can stay in her family.
Oh, that's so nice.
Hopefully it happens.
And you're gonna be there to like maintain it, right?
We haven't discussed that part.
Just doesn't buy it, but you're not gonna take care of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Buy a raggedy old house.
it would be cool to take care of maybe eventually when I get older, but it's Indiana, the part where she's from, is not necessarily the most exciting place to live.
Turn left.
Is in the boondocks.
Kind of. It's just like tons and tons of farms out where she, I guess, originally grew up. Do you know who
Oh, jeez.
is a wreck?
No.
Do you know the Amish?
Yeah.
A lot of Amish people live out there.
Wow, I want to go. I've always wanted to like see how they live.
It's bizarre. It's very bizarre.
Very. It's like old prairie days, isn't it? Where they.
Yeah.
It's basically no electricity, nothing.
Right.
No
Drive
technology, right?
0.2
Right.
miles, then take ramp
Do
left.
they use like animals to
Do all their
pull
work.
their?
Yeah, they use horse-drawn buggies and animals for farming. It was really weird to, like, I remember when I was younger, talking with Amish children and realizing that they didn't know any of the music that I was talking about.
Take ramp
No
left.
popular music, no
Wow,
classic
yeah, because
music.
they don't.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't even know classic.
No.
They haven't heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Of Bach, or they're not even taught it.
I don't think so.
Where are they taught then? Just how?
Folk music, church
Are you
music.
serious?
Definitely
So
church
they're only
music.
taught to live in the realm from which they came from.
Oh yeah, totally.
So
That's the point.
There's no getting out of the hole, like.
I've heard that there is like a year when you're 19 where you are allowed to leave the Amish community and enter the real world.
But
and
that's so
decide.
dangerous, like you know nothing.
Yeah, and a lot of them become alcoholics in that time.
Like seriously?
That's what I've heard. I haven't seen any official research, but I've heard that when they have that trial period, a lot of them go south, metaphorically speaking, get pregnant,
Yeah.
drink a lot,
Damn.
too much shelter.
Do they drink when they're in the Amish? Are they allowed to
5.6 miles.
drink in the Amish community?
If they do, it's probably very seldom. I'm not
That's so
sure.
weird. And aren't they taught like good morals and like the sins of drinking?
Yeah, but maybe they're just taught too harshly.
Oh wow.
So they just rebound kind of when they're given a chance to explore their own world.
Dude, that doesn't even make sense. If there's Amish community that exists and for like 50 years from now, it's like being thrown from like, it's like literally you might as well like, what's that called? Freeze yourself and then
Oh,
wake
yeah.
up, like, you know?
Cryogenically freeze.
Yeah, there you go. It's seriously, you'd be so shocked. I'd probably die from all the technology thrown at me.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like stepping outside, what, lights? And then cars?
Yeah, you can't escape it.
Yeah, and all these lit up billboards.
Hey, the Corey thing has been stripped. That's weird. You remember that used to say Corey on that tower?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you usually hold a GPS?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I always do that. People ask me, like, do you want to hold it? I'm like, no. Like, I can see it better. Like, and plus, I'm not wearing my glasses.
Julie?
I left them at home.
No.
And then my other pair out. The other. But if I know sort of where I'm going,
Yeah,
then I don't wear them.
I see.
I should.
No, you're fine. We'll get there, maybe.
Like, those signs, it doesn't come clear until, like, later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What exit did we get off of off of 20?
On 20.
We're on 20 right now, right?
Oh, we are?
I don't know.
No, we're still on 80.
This is 75? Okay.
Yeah. On 242, going towards the airport. We passed the airport.
Cool. Interesting. I wonder, I probably could bike to Serenbe.
Oh my. Seriously?
Seriously, probably could. I mean, if it's towards the airport, I know that I can at least get to the airport without
Yeah.
getting on 85.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but you'd have to find a lot of back roads.
Yeah. There's some main roads, like Peachtree turns into a big road that you can take for a really long time. Main Street, that's what it's called. That goes for miles.
And like once you get on, after the airport, I think you have to drive like 10, 14 miles. So,
Really?
yeah.
It's a long way. I'm doing a volunteer service project around that area, Palmetto,
Uh-huh.
the end of this month.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be biking it.
What is it?
It's I'm not really sure what we're gonna do, but there's this path over by Arabia Mountain, and I know we're gonna go there and clean it up or something. And I'm gonna have to bike there. It starts at 10, so
Cool, you're doing like a lot of humanitarian work.
I'm trying.
Did you do the cleanup on the Beltline?
Which one?
I don't know, it was on
Recently?
Scout Mob. It
Oh,
was
really?
like, come, help us, keep, I don't know, something clean up.
Huh? No, I didn't do that. I didn't see it.
It was like on Scout Mob, it'll give you events like what to do on the weeknights and what to do this weekend.
But it's not just like restaurants and stuff. It's
Yeah,
It's
it'll
good work.
have like art and stuff. That's where I found out about the art gallery, like Amy Gallery
right.
in Youngbuck. But yeah,
Huh? Traffic's not bad right now.
it never is.
That's nice.
Good, yeah.
What about coming back?
Oh yeah, sometimes it depends. Like sometimes it might be like right near the end,
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense.
right in downtown. Which sucks.
Yeah. Oh, Atlanta Metropolitan College.
That's a small. Oh, maybe it's on that.
There's a road parallel to 85 right now that goes by that road as well, or by that school. I know where we is. Maybe. I'll buy you some beer and cigarettes after we're done.
2.8 miles. Exit right.
Did you ever smoke cigarettes?
Not really. Like when my dad used to smoke when I was younger,
Yeah.
he put it down on the ashtray one time, and I was like, "What is it with these cigarettes? Like, why can't he just not stop?" Because my dad goes to packed packs a day.
Yeah.
He's like a chain smoker, and he like drinks cases. And so I picked it up,
Exit
and
right.
I copied what he did. I like took a huff,
Yeah.
and I just started coughing vehemently. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh. The thing is, it's different. When you actually smoke it, I just remember it like taste like filling up my lungs, you
Nasty.
know? Yeah, it's
Continue
so hard.
5.7
But if you're a
miles.
secondhand smoker, it smells amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it smells so wonderful if you're secondhand smoking it. Like, for me, it's like a familiar smell
Right.
of like home.
Right, right.
Because my house always smelled like smoke. It's like the house that I grew up in,
Mhm.
not the apartment. Because my dad had to stop. Like, he quit when he had TB.
Oh, he had TB.
Yeah, like this was when I lived in the apartment downstairs.
Yeah.
And my dad, he kind of like put it on himself, because if you're like weak, then you're more susceptible to diseases like that.
Right.
And his like lungs filled up with liquid.
Yeah.
And he go to hospital, and they found out he had TB.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like my dad went to Korea
Oh, really?
and stuff. Yeah, and plus he was like weak. So
Is TB usually communicable from person to person? Or?
yeah,
Okay.
through air.
Through air?
Yeah.
Wow.
So all of us who had come into contact with my dad had to get tested. Had to get tested at least like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like positive. My brother, my mom also, like, her thing like swelled up, and my brother's it too. I was like, oh Lord. But it turned out they did x-rays and she wasn't positive.
Yeah.
My brother, I don't know, like, he had to take pills, and his x-ray and that thing came out positive, but then they said he didn't have it.
Huh.
But they still made him go on pills, and he couldn't drink and everything. And I'm just like, so assuming you have it? And they're like, he was like, no, they said it's complicated. I was like, okay.
Huh.
I wouldn't be surprised, because my brother's like not the healthiest person.
Yeah. Is he really skinny?
No, he's actually he was at like on the verge of becoming that obese category.
Oh,
Not
really?
obese, but overweight.
Okay.
Obese is so extreme.
That is pretty extreme.
Yeah, because if you look at him, he's not obese. He's just a little bit overweight.
Yeah.
Because he has like a belly.
Does he drink a lot? Or?
No, he doesn't.
I see.
I think back in college he used to. He gained like 30 to 50 pounds in college.
Wow.
Yeah, because he used to be really skinny.
What's his name?
Sumo,
Sumo?
like the wrestler.
Sumo?
Yeah. That's not his real name though.
What's his real name?
Sunbo.
Sumo. Sang-kun Kim.
Who's that?
That's a Korean guy I know from Parkview.
Oh.
He was pretty smart.
Wait,
You know him?
was he my year?
No, he was my year.
Okay.
2008. I would imagine that's probably a popular name.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Sang-kun? Maybe.
Because
Sang-kun.
when I did I got this Atlanta Toyota scholarship,
Oh, yeah.
and it gives you like a book. They give us a book and of each person and their essay that they wrote and
Okay.
what school they're from.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that name and felt like that's from Parkview.
Could be. I wouldn't be surprised.
Or maybe from like one of the other Korean schools, like history.
There were a lot of Koreans in Parkview.
Yeah.
Dominantly. Man, that's so crazy. I wonder how Georgia State got involved with this farm so far away.
Oh, yeah. Well, all the farms are far away. Like, there's one in Rome, Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really far away.
They're always, all the farms that I looked up, they're far away. And even for, my friend wants to go strawberry picking,
Yeah.
so I hate being on the side. And like we looked up all the places, and they're all like in weird, like Watkinsville, like near EJ.
Yeah.
Conyers or something, I don't know, but they're all really far. And I guess I should ask my professor like why this
In
one.
0.8 miles, keep left.
Maybe this is the closest one.
You didn't choose this one? This one was assigned to you?
No, No, this is the only available.
Oh, okay.
For that. Oh, look at that. It's starting to rain.
Rain.
So that's why like I jumped at the chance when I first heard it. Like, oh, that sounds so cool, you know? It sounds like it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not like the office lab assistant type of, you know, internship. Because
like
I'm not ready for those. Those aren't much like, you know,
Keep left.
But I knew that I'd be doing some actual physical like farming.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity. I'm happy that I got to come today. Thank you, Julie.
14
And like
miles.
the other volunteers, they come every Wednesday.
From all over Atlanta?
No, just like two of them. Cause well, one of them like like she's like pretty old, like grandma. Not grandma, but she's not that old.
But like 50s, 60s?
Yeah, she and her husband live right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they just come over whenever.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Cause I've only seen her once. And was it the other woman, Stephanie? She lives like how we do. We have to drive out to get here.
Right.
And she comes visit us every Wednesday because she like loves it.
Huh.
She loves farming.
Good old Stephanie. So do you guys usually break for lunch all at the same time?
Yeah.
Did you eat breakfast? Dang.
I don't eat breakfast, especially like going to the farm. Like I don't want to have to go use the restroom because they don't have one there.
They don't have a restroom?
No, you like I wait till sometimes the thing is like I sweat so much so by the time I go over to the girl's house, like I don't even have to go pee. I know that's disgusting, but it's like
It happens.
literally I feel like all the water that I drink I sweat it out because I have no urge to use the restroom.
Intense.
Yeah.
So what happens if you really have to go?
I'm sure that I have to go to other houses or something.
Huh. Weird. Huh. We'll cross that bridge, I guess, when it comes today.
Yeah.
I have an anticipation that I'll have to use the restroom. We shall see.
Plus, I'm on my period, so that really sucks.
That does suck.
So I kind of hope it doesn't rain.
Miserable feeling.
Yeah. I came prepared though.
I figured you would, Julie. Are you a pad kind of person as well?
No. Well, I like tampons.
Yeah. Okay.
But like mine are heavy, so I have to use tampons, but it's heavy to the point that I use both tampons and pads.
Wow.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah. Like right now.
Wow.
Like me and Elizabeth are like that